Hey, what's going on, guys? So in this video, we'll be talking about escapism and how to be comfortable being uncomfortable. So let me start from just what means escapism. Escapism is just a term describing people that try to escape from the reality. And people would just smoke weed, drink alcohol, take drugs, go to concerts, distract their minds with video games, watching TV, watching games, Netflix, social media, YouTube, Instagram, binge eating, and eating junk food, shopping, listening to music. So anything that would distract their mind from the reality. So obviously, I feel like some of them are fine, once in a while with the balance. But if you want to just actually change your life, you want to have a situation where you do not escape from the reality, uh, almost never. Um, and what do I mean by that? Well, why would you want to escape from the reality? Well, it's because it sucks for most people. A lot of people would just think about, like, if you just sit down and you do not do these things, don't try to, when you get home, let's say after work, you're tired, what you gonna do, right? Usually, if most people, what they would do is like most people would just get home, let's say 6:30, they're kind of tired after work, and then they like, okay, let me smoke weed, or okay, let me watch some things on YouTube. And um, I guess if it's educational, it's fine. Like this video is fine, but most people would just actually watch Netflix or just some dumb, stupid things on YouTube, or just watch Instagram and watch like stupid things on Instagram. Um, or would just be worse. Some people would just start drinking alcohol and playing video games and things like that. So what's happening here? So most people would just try to distract their mind from the uncomfortable reality of their life. So would be something like uh, maybe if they get home, they should have maybe cooked meal. Um, Maybe they should have go shopping, grocery shopping, and actually clean their house. Or if you think about like the best case scenario for what healthy person would have done, it would have been like, okay, person would wake up very early, rest well rested, go to the gym for an hour, take care of their body, then go to work, eat breakfast, get home, lunch, dinner, and eat healthy foods. No eating out, just healthy prep meal foods that they prepared a night earlier or couple days earlier, like I do. And then when they get home, they maybe meditate, they watch self-development videos like these, or just read a book about productivity, maybe business, think about the business after work, and then maybe meditate, and then go to sleep, journal, reflect, be grateful, and walk maybe to relax a little bit, take a shower, and go to sleep. And do that every day, 7 days a week for 10 years or whatever, 20, 30 years if necessary. So that's what a healthy person would have done. Now, and also like hang out with your spouse or your wife or your family or your best friends after work, maybe get a dinner together or cook together, something like that, right? And now you see, so most people on the weekend, especially, they would still work. Healthy person would have still done business, maybe oriented thing, or maybe a hobby like surfing or some things like that, or building their body, maybe hiking and meditating, or some things like that. Maybe traveling just because they need to explore the other things. So why would people try to escape? Usually there's because a lot of people would just go home and start drinking alcohol or smoke weed because they don't want to think about the problems. The problems are very difficult. Let's say some people would just have very difficult problems with maybe some trauma, or maybe big loan payments that's stressing them out, or like maybe big school payments that's coming up, maybe some big expenses that are coming up, maybe broken car, some problems, and they just don't want to think about it. It's so stressful, and they're just gonna try to find something fun. Or the job was super stressful and depressing, and they just want to go home and just fucking play some video games or watch some Netflix, just because their reality sucks. So it's okay. So here you have to start being comfortable being uncomfortable. If your reality sucks, it's okay. That's the new normal now. Just it's just accept it as a new normal. That way you will have less problems in the future. If you think about, for example, small problems will just keep adding up to a bigger problem. For example, if you think about just a small problem like changing your car oil, it's a very easy thing to do, but a lot of people would just postpone it, postpone it, postpone it, and delay it, and then like maybe 5 years later, the oil is so bad, and maybe it's finished, and your car is gonna break down, and now instead of just changing oil for $50, you have a broken engine and it costs $5,000. So sometimes you can have these problems where your small problem, if you don't take care of them on time, they're gonna accumulate to become a huge problem. So that's why escapism is very dangerous. If you keep doing that for many years, trying to escape from the reality, you're gonna have more problems in the future. So ideally, you wanna like not escape, be comfortable being uncomfortable, and deal with your problems on daily basis every day. So that way you don't have to escape, because your life is amazing. You don't need to escape, you know. But after you've done all of your things that you wanted to do that week, that month, that year. And you should concentrate on your business or self-development, self-growth, maybe friendships. So if you journal, if you have a moment after work, slow down, lay down if you need to, rest without any distractions, and see what's stressing you out. What's the problem? And write that down and fix it. Let's say if you have a problem with like not having money, if you have to think about, okay, I need to make money. Try not to escape from the reality by watching some Netflix, even though you don't have any money. You have to write it down. Okay, I have to get $10,000 as soon as possible because that's stressing me out. Not being able to pay off my student loan or some loans or rent payments or car broke down, whatever. Write all of this down and try to concentrate on fixing this problem instead of just escaping from it, okay? And meditate on it and try to be grateful for what you have, and then go chase your dreams. Now, my personal story is like I started, I guess I didn't know about this. I wish I knew about this escapism and what it is earlier, just because I just didn't know any better. I was 16, maybe 17, 18, and I would just follow people because my friends would play video games, and then I would just want to be part of the community, part of the friendship circle, and I would just play video games with them. We would play League of Legends, or we would play Dota or Counter-Strike, and then we'd just like talk to each other about playing, about, oh, how did I learn this? I leveled up to a next level ranked game. So you see, so would have friends, but these are not your real friends. These are just another people that are escaping from the reality because they have other problems. So instead of instead of them fixing their problems, they're escaping. So you should not escape. My personal experience with it is another one is with I luckily didn't do much of drugs, but alcohol was another thing. Like I would just go out and party and drink, and every weekend someone would just invite me to go out, and I built up this habit of drinking every weekend, partying, drinking, and going to the club, bars all the time, and it's a bad habit. Now I'm thinking about it because it's another escapism from the reality. And I just didn't know. I wish I knew that earlier. I wouldn't go out that much. Because at the end of the day, when you go look at the people in the club, all of them are just escaping from their reality. None of these people are happy. They have issues, they have problems, they have mental problems, they have no money, they spend all of their money, borrowed money, and went to a club, bought a table, and blah blah. Or they just made money, but the job is so stressful, they need to go to the club to like de-stress themselves, escape from the reality, because maybe their job sucks or they're lonely, something, So they just want to distract their mind with like fake happiness. Also, another thing is just social media. Luckily, I don't do that much of that. Um, and hanging out with low quality women, that was pretty bad. Now, if you think about all of this, the hardest thing for me is the alcohol. I still go out once a while. That one is a little bit tough, but everything else in my personal journey, I overcame. Playing video games was hard, and but I guess it's like fighting with the habit that you built over time for years, and trying to overcome it. So, yeah, escapism and definitely it's very uncomfortable. And but like as I mentioned earlier, you just have to try to be comfortable being uncomfortable. That's the only way. And then just chase your goals, chase your dreams. Um, okay, so I guess this is it for this video. I hope you like this video. Make sure you like it, share it, write some things in the comment. See you next time. Bye.